Yu-Gi-Oh! Traptrix deck profile. Keep in mind, this is more pure Traptrix with more non-engine. I don't got the parallel seeds for full power, but they're coming in this week. Anyways, deck profile. They were mellow. 3 Mantis. Sorry. 3 of Pudica. 3 Compa in the pure version. I'm sorry, my hand's all over them, but use one hand to record, one hand to put the cards out. 3 Compa. In the pure version, you play 3 Compa. I'm sure the other cards so far don't need any other explanation, but in this version, you play 3 Compa. With Parallel Exceed, you play 2 Compa. Okay? Okay. 2 Dynamo. Some people run this at 3. It's not good at 3. You want one to reset a trap home, one to reborn a Traptrix. And for the one of Traptrix, 1 Vesiculo, it's the only one you play in full power. 1 Nepenthes, 1 Ginlisa, 1 Atrax. These ones are for the most part, not very useful. They have their uses. This can send a set card to summon itself. This, let me read specifically. If you activate a whole normal trap card, you can add to your hand special summon a Traptrix monster. So it's like a pseudo second copy of Sarah. It can Lisa contribute itself to set a trap hole from your deck or graveyard. It has to be both. And Atrax is probably the least useful one. Yeah, it's got 1800 attack, but basically you can activate your whole normal traps from your hand, and they cannot be negated. So, for the spells, there's only 4. 2 Garden, 2 Tune. And for the traps, Traptrix is a lot of traps, duh. 3 Holtea, you cannot run any less than 3 Holtea. I'm sorry, I've seen people run 2. I'm like, no, you have to run 3 Holtea. This is non-negotiable. Just like Mantis, Myrmelio, and Pudica. They're non-negotiable 3-0s. There's consistency. And the rest trap holes, you play them as a 1 of. 1 Whole Nightmare, 1 Bottomless, 1 Floodgate, 1 Gravediggers, 1 Trap Hole Nightmare, or Terrifying, 1 Void. This one's weird. I just like playing it. It's weird, but it comes up. And 1 Time Space. For the last trap that's not non-engine, I play 1 Shade Brigandine, just fills the deck. If you draw it, good, you get another level 4. Okay. For the non-engine in this deck, you can only play 7, so it's 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash, 1 Kappa. Stock standard, not too special. And I'm just going to move my pile of cards over here. For the extra deck, 3 Sarah. This is a card you can run at 2. In the full power version. This version, like the more pure version, always run 3. Sometimes I find myself struggling to get spots in the extra deck for cards I want, so sometimes I'll take 1 out. But for Prosperity, if you play that over Tomb, which it's just in one of my other decks, it can be pretty useful to have 3. Because you really only need 1 over the course of a game. Next up is 2 Rafflesia. I find this to be better. Some people play 1 Rafflesia. I can see it. It's just, I find 2 to be more useful. 1 Ping, 1 Adipus, 1 Alamiris, and 1 Calaria. These 2. Why do I play these 2? Extra names. And in this version, we don't Parallel Exceed, and Arachnocampa locks you into plants and insects. So this can reborn 1, and it can attach material to attach a card that's sent to the graveyard or banished. This one, when you activate a whole normal trap, you can reset it. Can't be used, well, it might be, can be used again. I just haven't come up to that ruling yet in my games. Then, during the end phase, it can revive a Traptrix from your graveyard in defense position. Next are, well, the non-Traptrix. 1 Baguska, safety purposes. 1 Dweller. Actually, I play no Redoer in this deck. Redoer has not come up for me. I can see, because when you set Holotay off of Sarah, you make another level 4, you go in the Redoer, bounce, go for game. But I haven't built the full power version, so I'm not sure yet. For now, these are my only other rank 4s. Zeus, I feel like it's good. You can play Typhon in this spot if you really want it. I just don't I traded my one Typhon. Do I feel bad about it? Yes. Did I order another copy? Absolutely. Yeah. Don't trade your Typhon, especially if you only have one. And the Zeus, I just feel like it's better in this deck. Oh, one SP. I've seen people will not play this. I like it. This is a weird access code, like climb line, I call it. The access code I talked about. And the one Underworld Goddess. Now, I just have a pile of cards here that could be put in your side deck. Cards I recommend for the side deck. Nibiru, Droll, Dark Ruler, and Evenly Matched. It's in one of my other decks, though, so I'm not dragging out 3 copies. And you could potentially play Traptrix. Not Traptrix, it's Traptrix. I mean, if you want a really janky build. And for extra deck slots, you could put in these 2. Here's my Redoer. Here's an IP. In my, like, testing of the deck, IP hasn't really come up. Like, I've never really made a board with IP or IP going second in the access code because I much prefer banishing something with SP. But you can play it over SP if you want. Anyways, that's the profile. Mess around with it as you want.